Those hot dogs are working
Bird
for
dog.
me. Yeah.
Bird dog.
Seen that all day as well. Just a little bit too much. I'm happy giving myself that one. There is no way humanly possible that Tiger Woods will lose tomorrow. A little bit too much?
No. Plenty of room.
Hot dog swings coming in now.
Yeah.
Proper flight. That is atrocious. Same old story. Right, so we're just sneaking back to the tips on this hole to get an idea of just how different it is playing off the tees where I've chosen to play off, so that 6,200 yard kind of mark versus 7,400 and up to 7,600 you said the PGA Champs was?
7,650 with a maximum of I think about 7,950 all in.
It's nearly 8,000.
And it's just, it's two different golf courses.
Yeah, well yeah, that is just terrifying. I mean, if you got wind off the left, I'm guessing is predominant wind direction.
It is into off the left.
Yeah, so you've got just water all the way up the right of the hole. You're hitting back into that crosswind in general. For me, that is just terrifying. And you go, well, for me, I can go right at that water and into the jungle as well. Oh dear, not for me this hole. I think, should we go and show them what it's like off the properties?
Absolutely.
Right, so we're up on the tees which we've been electing to play off all day, and as you can see as we switch around, that's the back tee all the way back there, carrying all of this junk. But from here, the hole is so much more manageable. Back there, I'm forced into hitting driver, don't have a choice, and as I said, with that predominant wind coming off the left, that just terrifies me. From here, I've got options. I've got the 2-iron, which is behaving itself today. You can pretty much play it. You can be greedy and go up the right a little bit, but there's got so much land out here to aim into. So yeah, completely different challenge and much more up my street. Right, so 2 iron keeps on behaving itself, which is nice. I actually pushed that right of where I was aiming it, but still, as you can see, loads of room before I get to the water hazard, and then just an absolute ocean of grass to the left. So anyone coming here to the ocean course to get a flavour of what major championship golf is all about, don't be too silly and take yourself off the backside. At least find your comfort zone and just try and enjoy it. I know that's rich coming from me, considering I film an awful lot of the content I'm in off back tees, but as I keep saying in these videos, when I've got the choice and I'm here to enjoy the course, finding my comfort zone is one of the most important things I can think of.
I don't think it's all of this, is it? It's a controlled one. Yeah. But I like that stick.
Oh, a thinned one. Get down. That so does not deserve to be there.
Most significant one you've had yet.
Yeah.
Apex is going to be in here, and it feeds in from this spot.
Yeah. Been a weird day. I've hit a lot of good putts and a lot of 3 and 4 putts as well.
Like you hit 3, 4 putts that could have gone in for the same price, and then you kind of wiped a couple.
Yeah. Just hit it harder.
Stroke it. Roll nicely, but
Edit that bit out. That's all kinds of wrong. Short, right. Struck that well as well.
it's going to be a difficult one.
Right.
I was like another.
This could be interesting. Thing is, with being on camera, you can't really show the audience how severe these slopes actually are. But I'm guessing from the amount of the pin you can see, that is a big one. That was not the place to miss. Oh, it stayed there. How did that not come back to my feet?
I honestly have no idea. I think 9-iron was probably the, would have been the one, but okay. I don't feel bad. Fight. Fight. Shot.
Thanks.
Fight. Swing.
That's what that 7-iron was supposed to do on that par 3. Slow down. And that journey yesterday might be catching up.
had 6 of those today.
Putter is not behaving itself today. I do think 24 hours of travelling, 4 hours of sleep are starting to catch up for me, but not really a real excuse. Bit brain dead last few greens. Not a bad little spot this.
I got a pretty good office.
Yeah, not too bad. My one changes every week though. Completely gone on this back nine. Yeah. Oh dearie me, Chandler. It's gone. Oh, it's easy when it doesn't matter. So as you will have seen earlier when we were going through some of the historic clippings in the clubhouse, Kiawah Island Ocean Course hosted the 1991 Ryder Cup, and that was way too soon for me to have been watching golf, but obviously been involved with the sport since then, and this hole for me is just Kiawah Island and the Ryder Cup all over. It's the one that stands out to me. I've got memories of lots of goings on. I know that there's a bit of shenanigans with the crowd. I think there's lots of animosity between the players. I think for me that might be when Ryder Cup started becoming a bit more heated and turned into the adrenaline fueled event it is today. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys post some comments down below, let me know what you think about that. Pretty sure Kiawah shanked it on this tee, didn't he?
He hit 2 skull shanks back to back as before his opponent hit one in the water, so all he had to do was dump one in the bunker, and probably hit the 2 worst shots you'll ever see a professional hit back to back.
Well, fingers crossed I can do a little bit better than Mark Kiawah then, which, I don't know, makes me a tour pro, doesn't it? No comment. So we're basically flirting with, I've got a 6-iron yardage, but death short of the green, as you can see. Do you know what this actually does remind me? It reminds me of Le Golf National, where we had the Ryder Cup last year.
Is that right?
Yeah, fairly similar look. Kind of stadium-y with that paneling on the water.
And that's that classic Pete Dye, but if you watch the videos of the 91 Ryder Cup, it's blowing 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
There's reeds coming up in front of the hole, and it looks like the hole wants to eat your golf ball.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one hell of a golf hole.
Well, as I said, we're flirting with 6 because that is the yardage, but it means I've got to hit an absolutely perfect one. So we're going to hit 5. Hopefully, won't rip this club because I think that might be a little bit much, but that's what you say before you dunk it in the water, I think, actually. Straight at it.
You're right. You're right.
Kiawah, eat your heart out. Number 4, Gator counts up to 4, I think. Or is that more than that now? No, it's up to 4. Can't remember what my golf ball count is, but it's not that high. 6 Gators?
6 total. We got 3 here, 2 on 10.
Oh, I didn't even see those bad boys. What planet am I on? Yeah. They do just sunbathe all day, don't they?
22 hours of plane travel has them a little leery.
Right. Looks like I've got closer to about 12 feet or so, maybe 10 feet, but what a golf hole. Cannot imagine playing this par 3 in a 25-30 mile an hour wind. I mean, it is brutal. It is spectacular. Definitely one of the cooler par 3s I've ever played, and let's see if I can bag a nice little 2. That was very tall, bro, wasn't it? Just that little... And that tee shot.
And on the signature hole, folks.
I know, stop it.
On the signature hole. How do we want it?
Oh, that's gone in the wind. Let's have it out for this one, shall we?
Okay, I like it.
And it's a little bit off the left, yeah?
Correct. Yeah, I mean, I see it in here all in.
Yeah, eat your bloody heart out, mate. That's how you do it, Mark. Come on. You can take all those 3 putts, some of the brain dead moments. It's all it takes when you're playing a course like this. Just getting a sneaky little birdie on their signature holes, pep you right up. I have to admit I was getting a little bit frustrated a minute ago. Now I'm feeling wonderful. Straight out of the clubhouse.
Left edge, or the left A-frame you can see facing us.
Yep. Pretty low necky, but it will do.
Yeah.
So, Charlie, I was asking you earlier, do you get to play any of the courses for free, seeing as you work here?
The best benefits in the industry, we tip the car guys about 10 bucks, so I get to play as often as I want.
Awesome. And on the ocean course as well?
And on the ocean course as well.
Fantastic. So how many times do you reckon you've played it?
I've played the ocean course approximately 150 times.
Doesn't like to talk about it.
As a +1, I've only broken par twice, and
wow.
If that gives any perspective as to it's impossible to put together 18 holes of golf together.
And you presumably play further back than we have today?
About 600 yards beyond what we played.
Okay, so not a huge amount, but enough to make some of those tee shots especially a lot more difficult, because that's what I've been getting. As I'm going around, it's the challenge off the tee, as far as I see it, which is such a big change when you go a little bit further back, because I didn't even have to hit driver once today, and that's been actually a mistake. I could have hit that 2-iron all day long, but that's not a choice further back.
Correct. You're forced into hitting driver, and if the driver's not working for you, it's just going to be a long day.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Getting it in play off the tee is paramount here, and as we said all along throughout this video, been extremely lucky with the weather.
We have. Gorgeous. 10 out of 10.
Lovely. And the company as well.
Ready? Swing.
Thank you. Should we go back to back to finish this off? That would be filthy, wouldn't it? Right, one more 3-putt. It sounds stupid because it's still quite far away, but it's a better pace than some of the others on this 9. Right, this putt for quite a big number.
You can't give it away. Inside left, the speed.
Is anyone I've missed right? I've had a lot of putts today. Alright. Thank you very much, sir.
Enjoyed it. Pleasure. Sure, absolutely.
Chandler, sir, thank you very much for your assistance today.
Thank you, sir.
It was fun.
Always a pleasure.
Well, it's very kind of you to say, and it's probably only saying it because I've got a camera stuck in your face, but
right. Seeing signature birdies.
So, yeah, well, you know. Stop it. So as you know, I started out this video basically trying to decipher, was this going to be the toughest golf course in the world? And my opinion, based on the fact that yes, I played it on an extremely easy day, I was sensible with my tee choice, my opinion is that course is as tough as you want it to be.
It's everything that you can want.
You can make it the toughest course in the world.
It can absolutely be the toughest course in the world, but
if you're brave enough to go off those back tees and it is windy, I can totally see why it's got that reputation, because just getting a ball in play would be seriously tough. But
we had a 5 to 10 mile an hour wind a day, so let's add 20 onto that.
Okay,
and then
just here. But I also think you can do what I did, be sensible with your tee selection. Obviously I got lucky with the weather, keep saying that, but
tee at Ford America.
there you go, because I reckon the notion of that being the hardest course in the world, that kind of takes it out of the reach of 90% of amateur golfers who in theory want to have fun, whereas they can play that course totally. Like, there's no reason why they can't go forward off the forward tees and enjoy it.
Absolutely, and there's no sense if you're not hitting a couple 7-iron into the par 4s, you're playing the wrong tee box. And that's simply where it's at. But
there you go.
The reality is if you got the money, come on out, folks.
Lovely. Right guys, all done on the ocean course, and absolutely loved it. And before I go into my final thoughts on the course, some of you would have seen the other day on Twitter, I posted a tweet before I came here, knowing that this is going to be the theme of this video. Like I said, question, hardest golf course you've ever played. Lots of you guys responded. There were some courses in there which I totally thought was going to get put forward. So Ray Eccleston said Pinehurst number 2. I completely agree, that place is tough as nails. JP Two Putts said Trump Aberdeen. Again, that's one of the hardest I've ever played as well. Just death down the side of every single fairway. If you're not getting your ball in play off the tee, then you're playing out some knee-deep rough and not finding balls, basically. Des Hickey said the European Club in Wicklow, Ireland. 100%. Again, one of my favourite courses of all time. Played it a couple of times, and like today, I got it in quite benign conditions in comparison with what it might be like there on a regular basis, and still really, really challenging. The European by a mile again. St Eric goes with that one, and then lots of other courses which, you know, totally not surprising to see in there. So Carnoustie, Royal County Down, Wentworth West, which Lee West and Darren Clark think is one of the hardest courses on the European Tour. So with all these responses, to sum up my thoughts on what I just went through on a really easy day, let's call it, on the ocean course, being sensible, playing off the tees that I played it from, is that at these championship courses which host events and are considered among the best courses in the world, you can totally make them into some of the hardest courses in the world if you choose to go off those back tees, which are designed for golfers not of our ilk, or for most of the people watching this video anyway, amateur golf with handicaps. Those tees are not for us, certainly not designed to be that way anyway. So yes, in tougher conditions than today, the ocean course could have been a lot harder. Yes, had I chosen to play it from 7,400 yards, it would have been almost impossible for my skill level. But I was sensible. I picked the tees which suited my ability level, i.e. tees which match up with the course where I get my handicap from, and I just got lucky and had a really nice day in terms of weather. So I think that's the really clever thing about courses like this, is that if you're a handicap golfer, let's say my dad, for example, plays off 23, not even on the same level as I am, but I think off the 40s that even I played off, there's 2 more sets in front of me from there, he can go and enjoy a world-class course like the ocean course here at Kiawah Island without feeling completely battered and belittled and humiliated by the time he walks off the 18th green. He will just enjoy the experience as long as he's sensible with the tees he chooses. So that sums it up really. Was that the hardest course in the world today? No. Could it be? Yeah, it's in the conversation if you make it so. Let me know what you guys think. What's the hardest course you've ever played, or what's the hardest golfing experience you've ever played? I guess that's what we're talking about here. It is what you make it to be and what the weather makes it to be. But also let me know your thoughts on the course. I thought that is one of the best courses I've ever played. I'll have a proper think about it over the next few days and try and place it somewhere, but it's certainly in the top 10. It was absolutely brilliant. Arguably the best course I've played in America, and I've played some nice ones too. So yeah, loved it. What a way to start my South Carolina week. I've got more golf here at Kiawah Island on another course of theirs this afternoon, and then I'm making my way around different parts of South Carolina, trying to show you guys what this neck of the woods is all about. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, do the usual, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the Your Golf Travel channel, and I'll see you guys soon.